Hey, how you doing? This video's for Richard. This is Joseph Graham with Upshot. So, I didn't know I was with a company called Bark, but Bark obviously is in my inbox saying you need help. So, I'm going to make a video for you. How's that sound? Alright, bud. So, the only reason you're hitting anybody up is because you need leads. You need people blowing up your phone. You need people blowing up your inbox and calling you, texting you, emailing you. Hey, Richard. We want to spend some money with you. We need this done at our house, right? That's the only reason, man. I mean, that's the only reason anybody has a website, Facebook, anything. So when anybody is looking for a product or a service, they do one of two things. They say, hey, Mom, hey, who's that guy that does your lawn? Oh, that's Richard. Okay, here's his number. That's called the word of mouth referral, right? Which many businesses have been very successful for hundreds of years with word of mouth. Other than that, people will get on Google and they will search for the product or service that they need. So I just looked up one of your pages, which was light landscaping. I don't know if you meant landscape lighting. I have no idea. I didn't really read it. But anyone searching for that product or service, if it's life, yeah, it's a product, whatever, they're going to end up contacting one of these top three people. There's a 70% chance that one of these guys right here are going to close. And guess what? Whoever has the best ratings usually makes that close. But, so 70% chance right here. And the people down here have a 20% chance. And the thing is, you're not going to get up here until you are down here. Trippy. Anyways, so what I did was I put together this thing called the MCMs. And this is just like my decade of experience simplified. I mean, I've tried everything under the sun, right? Everything under the sun. And to keep it stupid, keep it simple, these MCMs, more calls, more sales, these are the key elements. So the first one is that GMB. You have one. It had a different name just a second ago. It said Rolland Scaping, and then it switched up on me to Dreamscape. So what you're looking at right here is actually when anybody is searching for a landscaper in St. Louis, this is where you rank in these maps. Where are those maps at? These are the maps, right? And obviously you got the top three, then you got, 20 on the first page, but no one really scrolls that far. Actually, people don't do that because they think Google puts the best people on the front, right? Which they do, but people like me manipulate it, so it's whatever. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 20, in this little neighborhood called Florissant, you are number 3. Let me show you. So you got everything home and lawn, Francisco, then Dreamscapes, right? Other than being in that area, if someone is literally up the street, you're going to be number 8, which means there's 7 businesses stacked on top of you. And, everywhere you see a red dot, let me just open this up. Everywhere you see a red dot, you are missing out on sales because nobody in any of these areas are finding you, which you obviously know because you reached out to Bark. Okay, and so if you were to work with me, my job is to make you green in for as many services as possible, because you have a bunch of different services, right? And that was just for lighting. I didn't run that heat map for like other stuff like lawn care or brush clearing. Like we could just look that up real quick. Brush. This needs to be on the very top of this. So I am not impressed with you, Marketing 360. I'm not impressed. Check it out. Let's go back. Brush clearing. So, goodness gracious. So look, you got All American, Missouri. Yeah, you came to the right guy. You're probably not even gonna hit me up, but like, I can help you out. We're gonna rebuild that site because you have 2 sites. I don't know how many map listings you got. Cool. Okay, so, but you want to have one authoritative site. unless you build lead gens, and lead gens are like these little, we can talk about that later, man. But anyways, so the first thing is that GMB, right? That GMB, which you have, which is what I used, this thing, where's that at? Where you at? It's right here. I use this GMB to, this is why you actually rank number 3, because you're actually based out of there, right? So, but I took this, I ran it through my heat map, and this lets me see where you are, where you're not ranking, right? In these areas for specific keywords. This is lawn care service, not anything else, not lighting, not anything else, right? And yeah, so the only reason people run ads is because they don't know this stuff, or they're just a really big company and got a big budget. But most of the time, they don't know what I'm showing you right now, and they have to spend money to buy their way onto that spot temporarily until they run out of money. Okay, so then you got content, right? Which is the words on your website, and it could also be videos. The key here is to be authoritative. When I say dominate, if I'm looking for beer, think of Wikipedia, right? Wikipedia is usually like on top of the first page on like for like everything, right? There's a reason, because Wikipedia has the most authoritative and relevant content. Okay, so you want to start ranking and getting more calls for any of these services that you have, brush clearing. You have to become the Wikipedia of it. What are the benefits of brush clearing? What are the dangers from not clearing your brush? It could catch fire. You know what I mean? Just become the Wikipedia, man. You're the expert. Start dropping that knowledge. Okay? And become the Wikipedia for every service that you offer. Right? Okay. These other two, we don't need to worry about until you get, well, these optimized. So a citation is when your business information, your business name, your business Facebook, or I mean your name, address, and phone number or website, your NAP, name, address, phone number, your NAP info. When you put it on Facebook, Facebook gives you a citation. Like if you looked up my company, like Upshot Solutions, let's just say the agency in Dallas, right? So Fort Worth Chamber of Commerce gives me a citation. Facebook gives me a citation. BBB, Chamber of Commerce, Buzzfly, all these people just want to cite you. So these are citations, and you're being cited all across the internet on hundreds of different places, right? That's one hack right there. Goodness. And then backlinks, that's pretty much the juice, man. So your GMB and your website is like a vehicle. It's like a car. And ranking on page 1 is the race. And so we need to do all these steps, plus get some jet fuel or some nitrous, some nitroglycerin, and start pumping that into your website or your race car so you can start up that racetrack, right? Ah, man. So with that said, if you do anything, just tell your SEO, like, hey, I need more Facebook, I need more posts. Share those posts to Facebook and my GMB. Tell your guys to put at least 1,000 words, 750 more words on every service page, right? And tell them to get you some more backlinks. And tell them to build you more citations. Okay? If you do anything, just tell them to do that. Okay? But thanks for watching, man.